Hey everyone, and welcome back to my podcast. It is me, Harmony, and today we have Lola in the building. Woo woo!
Yes, thank you for having me.
Of course, of course. I have been anticipating this for a long time.
We have been trying to get here for a long time.
Oh my gosh, haven't we?
We're busy women.
Oh, period. So, like, it was like this thing I read one time, and it was like talking about like how like hard it is to get like adults in the same room.
It is.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Why is it so hard?
Because adults are self-centered. No. No, I think it's just because like when you're an adult, like you literally have way too many responsibilities. Like when I was younger, all I had to do was just have the best dolls and I'd have friends or something.
Not best dolls.
You know, like...
You play with dolls?
Okay, I play with breast dolls. Let me clarify.
Okay.
I mean,
So you weren't a Barbie girly?
I was not a Barbie girly. Like, I had a Barbie house because the breast didn't have a house. And I was like, my breast needed a house.
Period.
But I was a breast girl, definitely.
Okay,
I had the limo. I had the Cadillac. I had like all the breast dolls you could probably think of.
Damn.
But yeah, like when you was younger, like friendships were more like, I feel like my friendships were more like, what? Oh, Alex has this. Let me go over here.
Yeah.
Like I always had that with a lot of friends. And I realized, people are really just over here because...
So you mean like it was like easier for them to just like come over and be like, hey,
yeah,
what's
and I think
up?
my house was like a safe space for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Like a lot of my friends, like they just like to be over there. Like they love my parents, so
yeah.
I feel like sometimes my friends back then was over there for my parents. And so much but
I'm sure it was maybe a factor, but yeah.
I mean, as an adult though, I think adult friendships, people make time for those. Like certain people, like they make time for these people. Like these are the friendships they want to nourish. Like
absolutely, yeah. Well, we gotta do better.
We do. I say that to myself. I'm like, I gotta do better.
I mean, you do a lot. Yeah. So tell the people a little bit about you. Yeah.
Well, I'm Lola Champagne, and I am a plus size burlesque performer, traveling plus size burlesque performer. I'm a part of the Arkansas Shake Shakers, which is our PLC troupe here and based in Little Rock, and it was founded by Maxie Fauna.
Yes.
We love her. Hey,
yes.
Mom. So she founded us, and we just be kicking it. I've done a couple things as far as burlesque. Like I performed in the Midwest.
What was
South.
let's say, maybe what was your favorite place? Or is like Little Rock your favorite place to perform, or have you...
At one point, my favorite place to perform is actually, believe it or not, this place called Paducah, Kentucky.
Okay, Kentucky.
I know. Follow me. So, the Foxy J, she messaged me one day. She's friends with my performer friend Eden L, and they had a show and was like, "Hey, can you come to Paducah, Kentucky?" I'm like, "Oh my God, Kentucky!" Like. I'm a black performer, but okay. Eden was gonna be there.
That part. Like
Eden's gonna be there. So first time I pull up is at this bar called the Johnson Bar. It's the only gay bar in town, honey. I'm like, okay. So
what does it look like?
It was so cute though.
Was it cute?
Like it was a cute little bar, like nice aesthetic. They have good cocktails and like,
when I'm thinking
plates.
Kentucky, I'm thinking Texas. Okay,
and
like
we did a show with some of the queens. And there's this one drag queen. Her name is Kitty Kincaid. She is like an old queen, honey, like real glamorous.
Oh, we love the old queen.
My mom loves Kitty Kincaid. And so the first time I went, I did take my mom. Man, when I tell you, they tip good, they pay good, the crowds are good, the crowds are respectful. Like
nice.
Everybody's there. It's just like I feel like that. Like queer community, that's really their safe space is that bar. Like,
right.
And I remember Kitty was telling me like drag wasn't always there, and then they started incorporating like a drag list. I be forgetting. I be thinking my voice is like so octave that you can hear me.
I mean, I can hear you, but yeah.
You need me to talk into the microphone.
I mean, if you need to.
This is how we're gonna talk.
Yeah.
Seductively. But yes. But yeah, that's my favorite place to go. I'm actually going, when I get off break, that's going to be my first show, the New Year's show. So I'm excited.
Okay.
My friend Eden said it'd be lit up in there, honey. So, but I always come back with a lot of money.
Yes, period.
In that small little
and
town.
I mean, I'm sure New Year's is going to be popping.
Oh, the gays are going to be cutting up.
Oh, absolutely.
But I'm here for that too.
Okay, Kentucky. I would have never thought.
Like it throws people for a loop every time. But I mean, I just love traveling. Like, helps me meet a lot of performers. I would say I like going to the Midwest. It was cute.
Yeah.
I've been to Seattle. Got to go to Minneapolis. So I checked off
Seattle's
a lot of stuff.
cute.
I like Seattle. My wife really wants to move there, but it's hot as hell.
Well, see, I couldn't live there because they don't have enough sun for me.
You sound like my mom. She was like, I can never live here. But I took her to New York, surprisingly, with me for a show, and she loved it. I mean,
New York is different.
But listen, you do not know Bonnie. She is a menace. My mom is the bougie. Like, think of ultimate black bougie mom. Yeah. That's my mother.
I mean, I'm bougie too.
Yeah.
I mean, but New York is a bougie place.
But I guess I wouldn't think she would like it because she doesn't like crowds like that. And she's very like, she's a Libra one. Let's start there.
Oh, wow.
My mom was a Libra. Did everybody hear that? Thank you, please.
And what are you?
I'm an Aquarius.
Oh my God.
You can't tell. It's hard not to like me.
Okay, so like I have so many Aquariuses in my life.
Yeah,
like,
that's
wild.
I just say we're annoyingly likable. Like you cannot not like us.
I also feel like y'all are good storytellers.
We try our best. We try to be the entertaining friend, but in reality, Aquarius really don't like people. And that's a big misconception of Aquarians that we love, like.
I didn't say y'all like people.
I'm saying, like, in general, like, that's a misconception that people have about my zodiac sign, that we're just, like, such people, and we're really not, like.
Yeah, definitely homebodies. Like, you love the home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's we like love our safe spaces.
Right, yeah.
And do not like to be disrupted in our safe spaces. But who does?
I mean, none of us, right? At least I don't.
Don't disrupt me.
Okay, so one of my favorite things that you came up with, I don't know if you came up with it, but I love the idea of like karaoke strip.
Okay, I didn't come up with the idea.
But it's so fire.
Yeah, like, okay, I saw it. They do it in the Midwest.
Okay.
Burlesque up in other places is literally its own little world, and it helps you come up with ideas. I think they do it in Seattle, and I think they do it in Portland. Don't cross-check me on that. But I was like, this is fun. Like, what do you mean? Like, you're doing karaoke, you're lit, and you don't want your own personal stripper?
Right? No, that's so
Which is crazy because, like, the support is, like, just... Like, we do it at the Legacy Lounge that is owned by Mahogany Davis.
Yes, go support.
Yes, please. She is a trans woman, and she's black, and she owns that club. It's on John Barrow. Y'all, she be giving out free tequila shots and wine. Why are y'all not up in there? It's a queer safe space that gives out free liquor, and it's BYOB.
Oh,
but exactly, like, so it's there, like, it's fun. We have people that come, and you can just let loose, like, you can kick it with the burlesque performer. I don't know, I just wanted something new in Arkansas. Like, I feel like we need new things.
No, absolutely.
Old state needs new things. That's
absolutely. Like, I mean, I feel like the idea is brilliant. Yeah. Like, I mean, with karaoke, I don't like karaoke.
I cannot do karaoke to save my life. And that shocks people because I get up and strip in front of people. Right. But that's like burlesque is something totally different. Like, I cannot get up there and do karaoke. You cannot pay me. Yeah. Like, my anxiety would just...
I mean, so what got you into burlesque?
So I used to be a body paint model at the Arts Without Limits shows that are at the House of Art in North Little Rock.
Yes, I never went to those.
Oh, they're so much fun. So the first one I did was Yosh did it with the Little Rock Queer Girls. It was like After Dark.
Yeah, and I had just
I had just joined the group. And I was like, oh, I'll be a body paint model. Like, I don't know what I was thinking. Like, I was like, oh, I got to be naked. So that was really like the boost of confidence that I need. I was walking around, everybody was like, "Oh my God, you look so good. We love your body." Like, I was like, "Oh," and I was really like battling with my body at this point. Like, I haven't always loved the way that I look, which is sometimes also a misconception because I do strip. But that's how I went to that one, and I seen Maxie Fana, and she performed, and I was like, I've never seen a plus size burlesque performer, let alone a black burlesque performer in Little Rock, Arkansas. Like, I was shook. Like, I ran up to her meeting and was like, "Hey, like, how do I be you? Like, sign me up. Like, how do I become a burlesque performer?" Because I had always known about burlesque, but I just thought like that's something skinny white women did. Like, or just skinny. You need to be skinny in general and petite and cute. Like. So it was crazy. Like when I did become a burlesque performer, like once COVID
those are the ones that they push a lot.
That's what they push. Like you don't see like that's all you see is just skinny, petite, shiny white women. Like that's what you see all the time. You don't see like different types of bodies and color and shapes and sizes and anything. Like you don't see any different type of burlesque until you actually get in the world of burlesque and you're like, oh my God, there's like people ranging from 18 to 75. Yeah. Like doing burlesque. Yeah. There's a burlesque show in Texas. And then they do like fundraising. I can't think of it. And then there's a virtual show. It's through Limelight. I think it's disabilities and all the burlesque performers. They're disabled and they perform. There's one like old cabarets for a burlesque performer. I think that's like 60 and up. Wow. So then there's just like different varieties, ages, just different things for different people in burlesque. And that's why I try to tell people like it does not really matter what you look like because it's a place for you in burlesque. For sure. Like if you want to dress up and do cosplay and strip, there is a spot for you.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's like comedy and
some people tell jokes and strip. Yeah. Some people sing and strip. Lana Valletta does opera and strip. So.
Yeah, I performed with her before.
Yeah. So I mean, it's like just a wider range of things.
Yeah. Have you made your own costumes or? No, you didn't.
Tucks hair behind ear.
Okay.
I am not.
Okay, hiring somebody.
I do not know. Amazon Couture, honey. Oh. Let me tell you. I will go get me a good bra, a good Amazon corset. Now that pearl look, I wish I could like insert photo for reference.
Right. I'll maybe try to.
Look, this is the pretend photo for reference. But just go follow me on _Lola Champagne on IG.
And I will tag.
It's a pearl outfit. You'll see it. I'm giving face. Period. I pearled that myself.
With the pearl headband.
Yeah. Yes. Crystal Bijou made that pearl headband. Period. What do you mean pinpointing? I was such an advertiser. Oh, also, the bra was Savage Fenty. And I just pearled it. And then the corset was Amazon, and I pearled that, like I said, it took me 3 days. So that one I kind of did by myself. Now, I do have an ad called Come to Mama that's kind of popular. It's the leopard print. I got that set off Amazon, and then my friend, Eden L., she's like, you need something stoned, honey? That's your girl. She stones everything.
The one from Kentucky.
No, she's actually from Nashville, but I perform with her in Kentucky. Okay. And she produces a show in Nashville, but she has her degree in costuming. For theater. And so, yeah, I'm going to actually send my costumes to her to get them fixed. She like stoning my stuff for me. She really it's very supportive of me. So it's good to have that person that wants me to look shiny.
You got a little support team.
Yeah, she definitely is like right there when it comes to making sure I look good on stage.
I mean, support is very important because people don't know how expensive
she literally
it is.
takes my cheap costumes and makes them look like so expensive. Like everybody loves that Come to Mama, so I just let her get her hands on it. And I let her freely do what she wants to do. Like I don't tell her to stone anything any type of way. I just let her mind work. I don't feel like you should kill somebody's creativity. I'm just that type of person because I'm a creative, so I don't want anybody to mess up like my creative thought process. So I prefer to let other creatives be free.
Right. Because I'm the same way.
Most creative people are always in controlled environments, so why try to control each other? Just let each other be free. Yeah. I don't know. I don't like being controlled. I don't see how I work a real job. I'm never in uniform policy though, so that I can't do it.
You're like breaking rules where you can.
Always. I think I wore like Crocs last week for like the week straight. Wrong color, by the way. They were tan. I always wearing like the cute fashion glasses. I'll have like absurd buttons on. Definitely the one that lets people know that I'm a homosexual. Because I do not want these men talking to me. You, on the other hand, are like, eh. No, see, we talked about this earlier about men being stupid.
Well, yeah, I'm like, I'm single and I'm happy to be single. Yeah, it's definitely a thing.
I know. And people don't feel like, when we talked about earlier, people don't feel like you can be single and be happy. Because you have to equate your happiness with a person. That is so
true. It's so true. And I'm just like, no, but I love myself.
Right.
But I definitely do have my days. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, where I'm like, well, I think
we all do. My mom always said, like, who gonna love yourself more? Oh, my mom was like, who's more important? And I'll be like, Alex. So that's how you gotta feel.
Period. Yeah.
That's how you gotta go through life. I'm most important. And how I feel matters.
So, how do you feel, like, when you get on stage? Like, so you got into it after, like, the body painting.
Yeah, I got into it.
So, what was, like, your first experience? Because you, like, real new.
I'm only 3 years old. I'm about to turn 4.
Period.
But... So when we started Burlesque, it was like virtual. Like we was just doing like live shows.
Your first show was virtual?
Most of my shows were virtual.
How was a virtual show? Like I was involved in one,
at this point, we was just performing for ourselves. We was literally like some people would join the live stream, but it was a trial and error, so to say. Like most things that are new, like we was a new troupe. Like we was just trying to get some type of attention towards us.
Right.
Excuse me.
I know. It's the...
I don't want to like manly burp into the mic.
I mean, they might like it.
I'm going to charge them for that.
Okay. Make sure you cash out.
Yeah. Cash out both of us. And so, yeah, I had lost my train of thought.
We were talking about virtual shows.
Yeah, that's why I was like, we talking about yeah, you're right. Okay. So we did that. It was cool. And so then Foul Play was like, hey, you know, everything opened back up. This is going to be like the first, like, kind of big Burlesque show. They were like, do y'all want to do a joint show? All of us are like, a stage.
Yeah.
A stage. Now, I have a dance background, actually, believe it or not. I danced for 8 years, competitive dance, like jazz, tap, ballet, musical theater, hip-hop, high school dance team. That was me. Like I was that girl.
That makes sense because apparently you be giving the face.
I mean, that's never gonna decline. But yes, yeah, my icon. I'm known for my eye contact on stage and the faces I make. Pepper Darling would say it's kind of like bitchy, but not really. Ooh, can I cuss?
Yeah. What the fuck?
Ooh, can I cuss?
Always ask that. I'm like,
some people want a wholesome video. Emphasis on the wholesome.
I mean,
wholesome.
People know who I am.
No, I cuss like a sailor. But anyway, yes. So we had to get on the stage and I was shaking. And by the way, I had just cut my hair off into a fade and dyed it red.
Oh.
And I had like this all red outfit on. Like I was very monochromatic. Like I had like a heart on my face. I was trying to figure out my makeup, that big hoop earrings. I didn't have like any type of burlesque aesthetic whatsoever. And I went so fast. So, like, I think I was just trying to get up out of my clothes. Mm-hmm. So definitely stripping is a mental thing. Like, you can get up there, you can dance all day. Like, you can twirl around, but, like, literally having to block out thoughts of the audience judging your body is a mental block that you have to do on stage. So, like, tying this into the question, like, when I get on stage, I mentally have to block out anything, any negativity that I'll fester in myself. So... most people will self-sabotage before they even step on a stage. Mm-hmm. Like, are you going to self-sabotage after or are you going to do it before? And a lot of times I'm guilty of doing it after Like sometimes when I get off stage, all the negative thoughts kind of flow back in, especially if I feel like I didn't do my best. So I just try to transform, so to say, on stage. I mean, I have to become Lola Champagne.
Right.
It's kind of like when you're acting, you have to get into character, but you also have to enjoy the type of performance that you're doing as a performer. So I make sure, like, when I pick music, it's bringing joy to me. So it's not so much a job, it's freedom.
Right.
Dance is like freedom for me. So
same.
It's very easy for me to be on a stage and like dance around because the stage is my home. I mean, I have a theater degree. Like, I've danced competition my whole life, like just costume. That's all I've known. That's all I've done.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like at this point, it's really elevated for me.
Right.
And I just feel like I'm back traveling for dance competitions, like that same type of vibe, just older. Like, now I'm just doing it for me and not worried about winning awards or trophies. Except this year, I'm coming for these queen competitions. Like, I really want to try to get in one just to compete. Not saying I'm gonna win, but I just want to like know what it feel like to compete for a burlesque title. Because
what's like a queen competition? Oh, okay.
Like, yeah, so like, I don't know.
Is it like kind of like a pageant? Do they have like
there is a burlesque pageant. It's like the Ebony pageant, I believe. That's in Atlanta. I hope I didn't say that wrong. But I know that's a pageant. And then some burlesque festivals have queen titles. Like, you can compete. Like, I know the Teaser Festival has a queen competition. The new festival that just happened, Sin City Burlesque Festival in Vegas, that one had a couple queen titles. The Oregon Burlesque Festival has one. So sometimes I have like Miss T's or just different titles that have to do with burlesque.
Okay.
I haven't seen like full on burlesque pageants. That probably is a thing.
That might be nice.
I think it was. Yeah, that's the only one I know of is that one.
So a competition, you just do your performance.
Yeah, I think it depends. When me and Bastet Yosh did we did the New Orleans Burlesque Festival, she competed and got second place.
Oh, damn, nice.
So that was lit.
Yeah.
She did really good. I was just yelling with like our Lost Star Voice and stuff, but it was cool to like watch her compete. Yeah, it was cool to like watch her compete because that was my first time seeing, and they had to do it to live music. Like, they stripped to like live music, which is if you watch Bastet, that's her thing. Like, she definitely loves a good live band. So
see, I like to know my song because I can embody my song.
I don't live music. I wish like. For a minute, I was traveling with Bombay Cabaret, and that was like really, that's Bastet's traveling burlesque performer group. It's not a troupe, you guys. She will tell you. Okay. But I got to do that with them for a minute, and it was fun. Like, that's probably the most fun I had. It was like me, her, Mickey, this guy named Gavin. I don't know why I can't think of his performer name right now, but he's cool. Like, he was playing the guitar and the piano. Like, he was doing it like all at the same time. So it was just all of us performing. Okay. It was very like freeing. Live music is very freeing because I feel like it's more improv than it is choreographed. Like, you can choreograph to it if you're constantly doing the same music, but it just lets you kind of just. I don't choreograph a lot of things, believe it or not. People,
of course.
I mean, I have points.
You say you a dancer, so I'm sure you just get out there.
I mean, I have points in my acts that are choreographed.
Right.
But sometimes, if I'm not feeling that move, I'll change it.
Right.
Like, real quick. I want to do what's right. And I'm very, like, my musicality is important if you listen to the songs that I perform to. And I do, like, neo soul. Like, I look classic as far as like my costumes,
right?
But my dancing would not be considered classic,
right?
That's why I really want as a performer to just go back to be calling a shake dancer because that's where black performers used to be called.
Yeah, I saw you post that recently.
Yes, yeah. I had posted and I was like, why don't more black performers like call ourselves shake dancers like they did back in the day? So I was like, I really want to start back because I be shaking and gyrating, I be moving like. And I just feel like that's why, like, you look at a lot of black performers, a lot of them didn't even really strip. They just danced and they still had, like, prominent careers. Like, they were just enjoying themselves.
I mean, I think it's like a thing without it being said. It's a thing.
Oh, like quiet.
Yeah, like, I feel like black performers are definitely shakers, right? Like, I feel like they bring it more than...
They do. I mean, that's black performers in general.
Oh, absolutely.
That's wherever you go. Like, I always say, like, even if I'm in the audience, like if I'm at a drag show, you got the black drag queens, like, flipping. It really just all the POC queens in general, like just flipping, dipping, doing whatever. But you have the ones that's like, I'm gonna be pretty. But then you got the ones that's like doing whatever they doing, honey, to get the tips. And then you have like the white performers that are like,
going through the motions.
And it's just like raining like cash.
Yeah.
And all they did was like do this walk in a circle. And I just be like, I wish I could do the bare minimum and just have money rained up on me on stage. Mm-hmm. It's even like that in burlesque world. Like,
yeah, it is.
You got black performers sweating, splitting, and fan touring at the same time, doing cartwheels and dropping bras. Like, you're gonna white performers spin, reveal, money, just coming from all different types of directions.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, in all though, I feel like Southern burlesque is very slept on.
I mean, the South anything is slept on.
But I wanted to draw that attention because since I do travel a lot, up north and in the Midwest, a lot of people are like, "Oh, you're from Little Rock, Arkansas." Like,
do they so before they see you perform, they're like, "Oh, you're from Little Rock."
Yeah, all the time. I'm very underestimated.
I used to get that all the time.
I like it that way. I want you to underestimate me. I want people to intentionally do that. Yeah. And even as a plus size performer, I'm very underestimated.
Oh, absolutely. I can see that.
Like, people be shocked at me doing floor work. Doing slow burn in general, like slow burn is not a common thing in burlesque, and it's very hard.
So that's the term for it. So a slow burn is when you're stripping slower.
It's hard. It's not.
It's so sexy though.
But that's the thing. So some people think that the sex appeal is the most important part of slow burn, but the hardest part of slow burn is keeping attention.
Like,
that's the difficult part. Like, anybody, I feel like, could do like a very nice slow burn, but it really is in the eye contact, like in keeping the audience attention, because you're moving so slow. Like, most people look at burlesque and they're like, it's like back to back to back to back to back. It's still teasing, but it's a little more sped up. Right. With ours, like when you do slow burn, like you have to throw in like the sex appeal as you're trying to allure the audience, like trying to keep their attention. So it's like constantly always having to, what can I do more to improve this act, as far as like making it more sexy or making it more sensual or not losing the audience attention. So that's why, like, my main thing is eye contact. Like, when you stare into people's soul when they're performing, they have no choice but to just be like, Like, I always have people that like give me the weirdest looks. They'll be like, "Oh my God, that was sexy."
Well, because I mean, to make eye contact, I think takes a lot of confidence as well, especially eye contact while performing.
I've been trained to do it though, but like, what's crazy is I'm not. Outside of Lola, you have Lex, which is me. Yeah. Most of the time, all day, every day. I'm not a sexy person. Yeah. Like, nothing about my regular day me is sexy. Like, I am very goofy. Like, I'm maybe like the flirtatious part of me.
Is goofy not sexy though?
It can be to some people. I mean, if you like that, hey, I mean, it's never stopped me from having hoes when I could have hoes, you guys. I'm married. But I mean, I don't.
The table.
On lock. Okay, you're right. Goofy can be sexy. Certain
Goofy
people
can be sexy.
Not always though. Remember when it wasn't? Like, there was a time where, like, you gotta think about it. There was a time.
I think in high school, only a certain aesthetic was sexy, right?
That's what I'm saying.
But when we get older, we like, damn, that's sexy as fuck.
Right,
like, why
but
was
it's
we
like
sleeping?
You have to mentally. I still feel like even like now at my age, I'm 26. I have to mentally arrange my brain to rethink about stuff. Like,
oh right, we talked about that earlier too.
Yeah, so like in my 20s, like your brain's always like turning because you're trying to either like redirect your focus or like change the way you thought when you were in your younger 20s. Like, so I get like what you're like, yeah, Goofy sexy. But see, to me, like, is it? Like, but when you become like an adult, you start to notice things like, okay, yeah, you're right, that is sexy now compared to when we were younger, it's not. So
right.
No, I get that, but
And
I don't
even
think
then, though, wasn't it sexy? But like, I feel like maybe it was sexy. Like, but people wanted to keep it under, behind closed doors.
like now people are more open with what they like compared to like. I don't know. I feel like people also go with trends. Like this is a trend right now, so this is gonna be attractive.
Yeah,
like cosplay boys, for example, like cosplay boys, cosplay people that do cosplay in general. Like for a while, you made fun of your friend that ran down the hallway with their hands like behind their back, and now like everybody be on their dicks because it's sexy. They find it sexy now, but in reality, that was the same nerdy person that you was bullying at school. I mean, if we want to talk about it.
I mean...
Because people do that all the time.
Bullying is really just lame as fuck. Like...
I agree.
It's just lame as fuck. Like...
I agree. And then you bully me just to be in my DMs.
Ooh. Let me take a sip.
Because now I'm a fetish to you. Because now you like it.
You like my voice?
It's turning you on. You know what? It's funny you said that because I have a deep voice.
Yeah.
And now deep voices on women are celebrated. I hated my voice for a long
I hated my voice too.
Long time.
Yeah.
Because I have a naturally kind of subtle. It's not like super deep, but
no, it's definitely not. Get
there. Okay, call me at like 3 a.m.
I mean, you got like the smoker voice, like. Hey.
Like I smoked 10 packs a day. But I hated my voice, and people always like tell me that all the time. I just love your voice. Like this one lady told me my voice was soothing. I was like, mine?
Yeah, I get that all the time. Like on my videos, like they're like, I love your voice. It's so soothing.
Yes, no, I do not. I like it now. Like
maybe it's the southern people that y'all keep sleeping on. Just saying.
Yes. They like it.
No, not the country boy.
Every time I go somewhere, I feel like I overly be a menace and talk like that intentionally.
I mean, as you should. Like I went to Cali one time, and they just swore I was like a country bumpkin because
it's like I ain't got no teeth, and I ride a tractor to work. Like,
absolutely, that's
how I wear overalls for fun.
Period.
Overalls are cute. I'm not overall shaming.
I mean, some
just
of them.
Clarification.
Some of them.
Some
people can pull them off. I feel like it's
I can't. I blame my titties.
Really? I feel like you could.
No. Maybe if I didn't have these two. Maybe
you should just wear them like down.
No, because then I'm gonna look like a refrigerator. Overalls are not flattering. I don't know. Maybe I haven't found the right pair.
Do you wear like jumpsuits?
I am a jump. I mean, yeah, I do wear jumpsuits.
That's the same.
I know it's the same thing. I know it's the same. I knew you were gonna do that. I knew you were gonna fashion shame me. You're shame.
No, I'm not shaming. I did shame you earlier, but we're not gonna tell the people what that was about. Okay?
The people know. If people know me, they know. They know. Okay. If people know me, they know.
Ew. Like that person is just ew. That's the only thing I'm shaming you about ever.
It's okay.
Like,
you can shame me about overall.
I don't like that, man.
It's okay. Yeah. No, it's fine. Yeah. I get it. It's probably some people.
It's a lot of them I don't like.
I had to learn to separate people from their music. Like Summer Walker, I had to separate her as a person from her music.
Like because
you can't do it at all.
No, it's so hard for me because it's like I'm supporting their habit.
You know what? You're right.
Yeah.
But
I mean, it's hard to suck, right?
It's okay. We can
it's hard as fuck, but I'm supporting them. Like I'm supporting
I know I'm a terrible person, but
no, you're not.
I'm kidding.
No, you're not.
But it's hard. Like I do not like her as a person, so I'll totally get why you don't like her and don't support her. But her music.
I actually never listened to Summer Walker. Like ever one song ever.
Okay. I can tell.
What does that mean? Okay,
no, I feel like you've never been like angry enough. Have you been like just angry as fucking a man? Like
I thought Summer Walker's music was like supposed to be sensual.
No, like, it's sexy. Like she just going off about niggas.
Oh.
Constantly. I can only really listen to Summer Walker when I'm pissed off. But you should listen to Over It like with you might like Come Through. That got Usher on it. I love Usher. Wait, do you not like Usher? Am I going to get shamed again?
Actually, I don't know much about Usher, to be honest.
It's a couple of Summer Walker songs. I know you don't have to listen to them, but it's definitely one I could send to you that you might like.
Okay.
I'll send a couple to you.
I'll listen to it. Okay.
Yeah, I was listening to your playlist and I was like, yeah, this is cute. Like when you're playing music.
Earlier.
My music is like real, like smooth. Do I have some hood rat shit? Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's not the basis.
I mean, I needed it. Like, I do that type of music, like, to get
pumped.
Yeah.
Now, I am a Megan Thee Stallion girly through and through.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, I am, but, like, I have been... It was, like, this creator that made, like, this video about Megan.
Yeah.
And, like, I can't unsee it anymore.
I don't want no slander.
Okay. It's not slander. Like, we love Megan, but it was saying, like, Megan only makes music for, like, one type of girl. And
really? I would like to watch that just to listen.
I mean, because it was talking about, like, Megan only makes music for hot girls. And, like, she kind of participates in misogyny, just taking control, right?
Find the video for me. I want to watch it. Okay. I don't know. I like watching... I'm the type of person, people be like, I want to hear your opinion on it. I want to hear your opinions on things. Like, I like these type of conversations. They stimulate my brain. I hate when people are like, oh, yeah, I agree. And then it's just like awkward silence.
I mean, that's so Aquarian in you.
Causing chaos one day at a time.
They love deep conversation.
Because why would you like boring conversations? I feel like that's why I can't talk to a lot of people.
Yeah, the surface level.
Yeah, why are you not more open-minded? But I get it. That does take time, though. Like, everybody's not always open-minded at first. Mm-hmm. I mean, that is a thing. Like what we were talking about earlier. Yeah. Being aware and being open-minded.
I mean, it's kind of... I think when people are open-minded, like, they're open to change, and change is scary.
Change is scary.
It is scary, isn't it?
As a person with anxiety, believe it or not.
Yeah.
Change be scaring me.
Yeah.
It's this place I be wanting to go. I can't think of the name.
You travel a lot and got anxiety.
Yeah.
Does traveling not, like... Oh, so you like to travel.
So my anxiety is more or less with new things. Mm-hmm. New things that I've never, ever, ever, like, done, or, like, places I've never been. I get anxiety, like, when I have to take tests. My anxiety is very quiet, and it shows in other ways. Mm. So at work, like, I work at the airport. I'm a gate agent. So when my flight is, like, delayed, I get anxiety. Like, I just always in my mind, like, oh my God, it's going to be, somebody's going to yell at me, somebody's going to cuss me out. That's my type of anxiety. Like, I feed, that's why I was telling you, like, when I perform, I have to knock out, like, negative thoughts, because I'll feed negativity into myself before somebody even did it, like, into the situation. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So how do you feel, so when you're in the lineup, like, what's your favorite position? I said position, but, like, what's your favorite spot in the lineup?
No, what's that one where, like, you lift your leg, you, like, on the side and you lift your leg up, or you, like, laying on your stomach and your legs, like, I can't do it.
So are you on all fours?
No, not doggy style. You know when, like, it's lazy. It's me being lazy, but.
Oh, like, maybe, like,
you're just laying down belly
and then, like, one hiked up?
Yeah, one hiked up.
Okay, yeah. That's how I like to sleep sometimes.
My hips are tight, so it's better for me. No, as far as, like, burlesque position lineups, I don't really care. I don't mind. I used to hate going first. But now I don't mind. That's that dance competition thing picking up, because even though you went before me, that don't mean you're finna do better than me. And even if you go after me, I still ate.
That part.
I still ate.
I love when you close. Like
me?
Yes. Like the first time I seen you, I was like, damn.
What is that like for you? I always like to hear people watching me. Like, what was the first time you saw me? What was that like? I just want to know.
It was just so good. Like, because everyone was good, but that show was also really long. It was the one at the Studio Theater.
Oh, yeah. I did close. That was wild.
Yeah, that was a good one. But that was a long show. But, like, I felt like you just brought the energy we all needed. I feel like you hyped it up. Like, we wanted more after that. But, of course, we couldn't. But, yeah, it was really good. I talked about it on the podcast before. Like, it was...
Which
you should close.
Earlier years. You know what? I closed that show that I did last night. I closed that show. And then the show I did in Minneapolis, I actually went like second to last. This performer, Texas Tea Cakes, she closed with her pickle act.
So they closed with like a comedy?
Nah, her act, I don't think it's meant to be a comedy. I would have to ask her if it is. It was cute. I mean, no, I was a strawberry and she was a pickle, so call us the farmer's market hoes.
Period.
It's just food eggs at the end. Sometimes I get to close. It just depends on that producer. Mm-hmm. Some people like to make me open the show, which is okay. I mean, you know what? I don't like being in the middle. Let me say that.
Yeah. I feel like opening would be, I don't know. I feel like they should save me today.
All right, producers, you heard the lady. I'm at the bottom now.
Yeah, period. Because, opening, no. Unless you have, like, a more relaxed type of, like...
I would... Sometimes I open because I think that's just they want to start that type of vibe off. Mm-hmm. But I think I close these days more than I open now. Mm-hmm. Now that people is really
they see it.
Yeah. I hate being in the middle. Like if there's like a lineup of like, I don't like going right before intermission, and I don't like starting the second half of the show. So either just put me in the first act, like third. I don't like closing out intermissions. I feel like people's brains be in between. I don't know. It's hard to explain what I'm trying to say. People
I get you.
Towards the end of like, they're thinking about like going to get something to drink, the bathroom. Like they're like they're not giving you like full attention. I wouldn't mind starting after intermission because people are like back in their seats and they're like, oh, ready for the show. But
that would be a good time too. Actually,
yeah, I don't like closing out the first set.
Yeah,
I feel like that's your person that got like a real hard hitting like upbeat type of song should go right there.
I usually did both. I would close before intermission and after.
Yeah, that's what S.
But also, I was doing like contortion and poles, though.
See, that's stuff that I feel like goes there though, because of the setup and the takedown.
The setup, yeah, that was really the struggle.
But people don't think about that when they're producing shows. They're like, oh, let me put an aerial act in the first part. Why would you do that? And you know you got to take that down, like.
So how do you like producing? Do you like
producing is stressful. I feel like all producers, they have assistants though. That's probably why. Mm-hmm. I like producing. It's just, like I said, it's stressful. It's something that takes getting used to. It's definitely a skill that you have to acquire. Like, it's not something you can just come out of the gate like, I'm the greatest producer in the world, because you have to learn venues, you have to learn what goes where, like the cast is important. Casting is important because you will get shamed if like you will just get canceled. Like I know like some producers be stressed.
Yeah. No, casting is so important.
You're gonna get dragged through the mud like as a producer if you don't cast like correctly. Like me, like I like to have all POC shows, but there's not like 2 seconds of black performers, but you know what I mean when I say that.
Gotcha.
Like you gotta pull from every which way you can think of to just get a full cast of like black performers, and the problem is people don't want to come support black performers. Like I do not need to throw one white person in there for you to come to my show. Like that's how it be. Yeah.
I definitely know.
That's how it be. You're a white person. No, I don't.
I remember you saying, well, it was on your Facebook where you were like...
LOL, my Facebook is going to haunt me.
This was not bad, though, but it was just like, you were just like kind of tired of people only going to white shows to see you, Yeah,
I mean, candid, when I'm in white shows, I still don't feel like I'm the black quota because I'm a light-skinned black person. I need you to have at least 4 to my 1. Like, if you gonna say you're gonna pick a black cast member, why is the first person you go is you find a light-skinned black person? Why? Oh, that's my diversity. No, it's not. I'm your comfortable diversity.
Absolutely.
I make white audiences comfortable.
You're so closer to proximity to white.
Of course, if you have white producers, they're like, You, come here. Your work. Like, no, when there are plenty of dark skin and brown skin performers that
Absolutely
can be in multiple casts. Like, it doesn't just have to be like, oh, let me have 4 white girls and a light skinned person. Okay, yeah, we're done. And then also with me being plus size, they're feeling like they're meeting the the inclusivity.
Right.
No.
Yeah.
No. There needs to be more brown skin and dark skinned performers when you want to hire black performers. Stop putting 4 light skinned black people in the show. And you're like, oh yeah, that's my black girls right there, or my black people in the show. That's irritating. It really does irritate me. Like, it's annoying. And I talk about it. And no, maybe is it my place to talk about colorism? Of course not. I'm light skinned. I have a totally different experience than anybody else as far as like when it comes to that. And I feel like a lot of light skinned performers might know that and they might not want to acknowledge it. Y'all know, we know what it is. Some of us know what we are and we know what it is. Because at the end of the day, white people just see you as safe. So they're more...
You're still black.
Yeah, you're black, just safe. So I know if I was a white producer and I wasn't aware, which most white producers are not aware, some are aware and pretend like they're doing something, but they're not.
Right.
And it's just like, oh yeah, let me go find this person because my audience will take to them better. But why would you even want that around your show?
Right.
Like, I like to make people uncomfortable.
That's the part, yeah. Like, people play it safe, but we not breaking no barriers if you playing it safe.
Right. What is that doing for you? Nothing.
Right. And having dark-skinned creators, they're good. So, give them their space.
Yeah. Yeah. And then some producers will even have that token, just like dark-skinned performer or brown-skinned performer. They're like, oh, if I throw this performer in a show, it's fine. But you're rotating the same person out. Like, I'm seeing the same person.
That is true. Yeah. Yeah, it's like if you meet... that's why I tell people, like, everybody's like, you should model. I'm like, I hit way too many intersectionalities, babes. Okay? I'm trans, I'm queer, and I got one leg. Let's be real, okay? You know, when you hit like them double sectionalities, they're not looking at you. So like, you can be dark skinned, but you better be skinny.
Yeah.
You know, you can't be dark skinned and plus size because that's too much.
That's too much.
Yeah.
But why? It's kind of like, but why?
I know. I feel the same way.
It's just like, what in people's minds, like, oh, this is going to make somebody so uncomfortable. Me personally, I'd be like, good, put them in the show.
That part.
What does what they look like, what does skin tone have to do with somebody's talent? Or what does the way their body looks have to do with somebody's talent? I just feel like, and burlesque is very vain.
Oh, it is.
The burlesque world is very vain.
Yes.
They want you to have a pretty face. They want you to do like conventional burlesque. Like, there's even like conventional fat bodies in burlesque. Like, even though I'm a plus size performer, like, even sometimes there's like, oh, you're not this type of fat.
Yes.
This is not the fat that I'm looking for.
You have to have those right curves. You have to have the curves
be,
in the
as
right
my best
places.
friend likes to call it, synthetic fat. BBL fat.
Yeah.
It's just like, why? I had a performer, she was talking and she was saying that she's white, and she was like, she doesn't feel like she has a white, like, conventional body for a burlesque performer. But I was like, girl, you white. What else do you need? And then the more she kept talking, she was saying that she feels like, what is she missing as far as like, what is she not doing wrong? Or I'm just like, girl, imagine being me though. Like, imagine being a black performer that's working their ass off, trying to do their best, like trying to look good, trying to feel like they need to fit in somewhere, like putting themselves down sometimes, having to pull themselves back up. Like, I'm not trying to like not validate what she's saying because she has a right to feel that way. But I think sometimes like white performers really don't. They're not going to get it.
No. They're
not gonna get it, and they can be there. Like, you can be understanding as a white performer. Like, I get that you want to be there for your black performer friends. You want to assist. You want to help. But are you really being there though, or are you just making yourself look good? Because a lot of times that's what I get. Like, if I do this, then I won't get attacked as much, and that's okay.
Yeah.
But I feel
model, like just Like the model minority type of thing.
Yeah,
Like,
like I have black friend energy, but they hide it. Like in reality, that's just hidden. I have black friends. Like putting black performer in your shows, that's kind of the same thing. Oh, I book black people. Do you? That's the equivalent to I have black friends. Like,
yeah,
that's the equivalent in performer world.
I mean, we should say, like, if you look around the room and it ain't nothing but white performers, it's time to check yourself, reevaluate.
And then the black performers have to go search and hide for the other black performer that you book that's nowhere to be found.
Do you feel like they be getting mad that you only do POC performers?
I mean, if they did, I don't give a fuck. People are always like, oh, well, what about us? Everything is for you. I'm not gonna put a white person in my show and shit. I talk shit about white people at my show.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never been in a business. I used to be that person that wanted white people to feel comfortable.
Right.
I was that black kid. I grew up in the suburbs and had to make sure that I assimilated in the white culture because that was the only way of hell I was going to get through it. Like, I mean, was it easier because I was light skinned? Most definitely.
Right.
I mean, I was definitely the token friend that wanted to be white. I mean, I'm not going to deny it. Like, I was definitely that black girl that thought I was white.
Yeah.
I had in my hair. I wanted my hair straight. I had a perm. Like, I wore these braids intentionally because to me, they mimicked the way like white girls wear their hair. Like, because it would just, I flip it over and it would just sit like a white girl. Like, and it moved and it was easier for me. And then, of course, I danced, like, did competition dancing with a whole bunch of white girls. And I had to style my hair like theirs. So I had to figure out what to do. I mean, I wasn't really wearing bundles back then. I just wore the braids because my hair I didn't know how to manage it. I didn't like it. It was just a self-hate thing at that point.
Yeah.
But as I got older, I was like, why do I need to make this white person comfortable? Or why do I need to watch what I say around white people? And I think senior year of high school, like, that's when, like, all that stuff with, like, Black Lives Matter really kicked off. And I saw a lot of white kids that I thought was my friends show how they really were, how they felt about me. Everybody at school was making fun of me because they felt like I was, like, just, I guess, protesting and, like, getting out. But I was like, no, like, I'm not blonde at this point. Like, this didn't really hit me. Like, y'all are menaces.
Right. It doesn't affect them.
Yeah, like, it doesn't affect them. Like, and I was just very oblivious to a lot of things and a lot of ways that people were affected. And so now that's just how I am. Like, I'm very blunt about it. Yeah. I'm not here to make a white person uncomfortable. I'm not here to really care about how you feel. You don't validate my feelings. Yeah. I don't know. I think sometimes some black people care too much about making white people comfortable or care about assimilating into white life. But, like, why? Because what is that really doing for the black community besides killing our mental health? Like, trying to constantly feel like we have to make white people comfortable when they don't do that for us. They can pretend like they're gonna jump over hoops.
I talk about that all the time.
Yeah, I mean, like, they can feel like they're gonna, like, jump over hoops and hopscotch for us, but they're not gonna do that. No, like, they're not. And
you gotta advocate for your community.
I mean, I have white friends, and I applaud them for trying. Yeah, I'll give it to white people for trying. I appreciate that. Thank you, but that's all you're gonna get from me. Like, we cool, right? But at the end of the day, I don't trust you. Yeah. I have white friends. Do I trust my white friends? I don't know. Because how do I know they're not gonna do some off the wall shit? I don't know. I feel like as a black person, like, we're always constantly on edge. Right. And in school, I learned that there's this thing called weathering that happens to black people that just breaks us down from the inside out. It's literally killing us. Like, racism is literally killing us. Oh, absolutely. And weathering is the name.
And we deal with it every fucking day.
They've given to it. That's causing, like, a lot of, like, heart attacks and, like, just different diseases and stuff like that. Just, like, you had to give a name to racism in the public health sector. Like, it's crazy. So I don't know. That's why I'm like, these conversations this podcast, people are going to be cringing.
Like, I mean, hey, I'm here for it. But yeah, the assimilating thing, it's
not my jam anymore.
Yeah.
It used to be important to me. I used to be like, white is right.
Well, after, like, I reached a certain point, I just knew, like, I could never. Like,
you can.
First of all, like, I could never anyway, but I could never now. Like, again, like, talking about everything. I'm disabled, I'm trans, like, I'm black, like, too much. I fall into too many categories to where I'm, like, an undesirable to them. Like, why
But do you feel like you get a lot of sympathy from white people, though? Like, falling into the trans category, the disabled category.
Oh, yeah.
Like, do you feel like you get a lot of...
You're so brave.
Yeah. Oh, that's the one.
You're so brave.
They make me want to fight. Like, every time after shows, like, white people come to me, you're so brave. I can never get up there and show my body. I cannot. you're so hot. You're so hot. I don't know how you do it. I love it. I love all of this. I love all of this you're giving, you got going on. That's their favorite, white women's favorite thing to do after burlesque shows. I love all of this.
Yes.
What the fuck is this, Jenny? What is that? What does that mean? You love all of this? Is that your way of giving me a backhanded compliment?
It is.
What is
Absolutely.
with white people giving me backhanded compliments? Fuck it, not even white people.
I was about to say people.
Cut the white person out. Just.
But we are talking about white people right now. But
no, I was talking about white people. It's a black podcast. White people.
No, but the backhanded compliments thing has been really big. I want to say since TikTok done lifted off, like people with these backhanded compliments.
Yes, didn't y'all mama say if y'all ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say that? Oh, like what do you? I hate backhanded compliments.
Same.
I
agree. Yeah.
I'm telling you that.
So one time I was like out and I was shopping. I went to go get like something from the grocery store. Mm-hmm. And then this lady was like, oh my gosh, you are so brave. I could never.
Could never what, bitch? Be disabled? What are you saying?
Okay, this is the thing. She was disabled.
Oh my God.
Okay, but she was like covering her leg. She was like, I could never show mine. And I was like,
what do you mean, man?
This is just do you.
I'm trying to walk around the store. My leg is gonna be out.
I was like, I can't hide it. Like, I could if I wanted to, I could wear pants, but why would I?
Why?
To make people feel comfortable? No. I'm definitely, like, being trans, like, I was already walking in rooms to make people feel uncomfortable. Mm-hmm. So when I became disabled, I was like,
because you love a mini skirt.
I sure do. I do. I love having my ass out.
You do. Just always in a mini skirt. This bitch always got her ass out.
I mean, who wants... I mean, who wants to wear a long skirt? I'm not no Mormon.
For the Lord. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm not a skirt.
I was gonna let you have that.
You was like, I'm gonna let her have that. I'm not even a skirt person. But no, why not? I do. My thighs are gonna start a fire.
Oh, okay. Okay.
They're good, like ASMR for you. That's me in a skirt.
But I mean, I think it'd be hot.
Maybe. I'm not gonna feed into your fetishes. No, okay. Your fantasies. I think, okay, I'm thinking about that lady said. I feel like sometimes people just blurt out things and they really don't be thinking. Like, what she should have said was like, oh, you just gave me so much confidence.
Right. Yeah.
Now I'm going to wear my leg out.
Right.
No.
I don't know. It's this definitely
said, oh my God, I could never do that.
I hate when they do
You're doing it now. You're just covering it.
Yeah.
Same situation, boo.
I hate when they do that. I could never do that. I'm like, but you can, though. Like, you literally can.
Just go through the self-healing that we had to.
Like, and then that's the thing. Like, I'm still learning myself. Like, I still have to make myself confident every day.
Yes.
Like, and it's definitely days that I don't feel it. And guess what? I'm not going outside.
All the time.
Yeah.
All the time. I have days I wake up and I'm just like, oof.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't want to leave the house. I don't look cute. My biggest thing is like, I be having hair depression like bad. Because I used to have my hair done like all the time. And now like, that's the thing I neglect. Like I I was a hair, nails girl.
Ugh, I miss my nails.
I used to be beat down. I wore makeup, but it wasn't like just full like.
But that's a whole nother thing too. Like as Black people, like they feel like we gotta have like everything motherfucking top tier, like nails done, hair done, like
everything did.
Yeah.
Yes, but no, not in this economy. The fuck? I can barely
my
buy
nails
milk.
used to cost so much.
Right. Hair bundles cost the same as milk now. You want a lace front? Go buy your kids some chicken wings. It's the same price. Groceries are insane.
No, they really are. Like, I Instacart a lot of stuff just because I don't feel like going.
You are not alone.
I don't feel like going to the store.
Instacart. The best thing that came out of COVID was grocery delivery and pickup. Like, for us that don't want to deal with folks.
And like the DoorDash and all them and all the restaurants on there, I was like,
because I get up at like 8 a.m. to go to the grocery store. So like when they had that time for COVID where it's like only old people could shop, I was like, what about me? Like, I get up and grocery shop between these hours and I had to wait and go with all the young people.
Oh, people still went early.
I should have it said, well, no.
People still went early. Like,
I'm shopping for my grandma.
Well, it was like we went early one time because we were trying to get like tissue paper. Like, you know when people went crazy about the tissue paper.
At this point, that was insane. Like the Germans smell like tequila.
The Germans did smell like tequila. It was one of them that came out that was by Rocktown Distillery. Oh, God.
Rocktown was making German eggs.
They were making hand sanitizer, yes.
They need to be stopped. Even though I love that place, though.
I ain't been there.
What?
No.
Well, you don't drink.
I don't drink no more, no.
I was like, you don't drink no more.
Yeah.
And I don't think they could probably make a mocktail.
I'm sure they could.
But no, I know you don't drink, but their drinks are very delicious.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say one day, but I doubt I'll drink again. I don't miss the hangover.
That's what I've been enjoying about this journey of trying to become sober. Oh my gosh, it's hard. I applaud everybody that is sober because Did you make it through yesterday? Yesterday I had a little drink and that was the first one I've had in almost like weeks.
How did it feel?
It was, I mean, I didn't break my rules. If I do drink, it's only on the weekends. And it was like amaretto, which is a liqueur, people. Yeah. Which was like slight, and I just had an amaretto and Sprite. If I do drink now, it's really wine. But during the week, I do not drink. So Monday through Fridays, I won't drink. And now I try not to drink at shows because I'm working on not being sober and performing. It's also hard.
Oh, absolutely.
So I applaud everybody that does that.
I had to do it sober though because I was doing crazy shit. Yeah.
Really, I turned 25 and I had like the worst birthday mentally ever. And I was so drunk and like I scared myself. And that ultimately led me to like really like I need to put down liquor. Like this, you are like
you like it's time.
Yeah, I feel like demons really caught up with me that night. And I was just like, it's time to stop drinking. I mean, I started drinking at a young age. I
think we all had a moment.
CPS can't go get my parents now because I'm grown, but I definitely started drinking around like 14, 15.
Damn.
Yeah, like I was going to kickbacks. My parents are good parents, you guys. I was just living life. They were just letting me live life secretly, I guess. But no, don't take this as my parents are bad parents.
Right.
But in the end, like, they let me have fun. I mean, people are going to do stuff behind their parents' back.
Absolutely.
So drinking was definitely mine. I thought I was really doing something because I was drinking those Seagrams.
The little ice
Pinnacle vodka. Pinnacle vodka.
Oh, you talking about vodka Seagrams?
No, like, oh my God. Yeah, I've drank some of that too. I've drank a lot of shit. Listen, Parmesan, College Day.
Oh,
college really killed my, like, liver. Like, college really killed drinking for me too. Like,
I barely drunk in college. Like, I didn't start drinking till later.
We used to drink every day my freshman year, like especially on Thursdays. It was Thirsty Thursday. Somebody had a kickback.
Damn.
Going to a HBCU is an experience. It will teach you a lot about life and grow you up. Like, Yeah, that's going to HBCU definitely toughens you.
Yeah.
Different breed of people.
Yeah.
We'll say that. Not downing PWI kids. Just saying. HBCUs are the struggle. But we drank. They used to throw dollar parties on Mondays at this place called The Cabin. Mm-hmm. That should be litty titty. We drunk as fuck on a Monday and got 8 a.m.s the next day. Insane. Oh. College is not a real place. Like, you just early 20s.
I didn't like it.
Bounce back game strong. Like, I used to be drunk 20 shots in, waking up for an 8 a.m. class. I drink one sip of tequila and Sprite and I'm out for a week.
Yeah.
Like, I drink now. I literally, like, my tolerance has decreased so much with liquor. I cannot get through a glass of wine. Like, the tolerance is low.
My tolerance was built up when I was doing that. But
yeah, now wine, and see, I like strong, like, I like red blends, Sauvignon Blancs, Merlots. Like, that's my type of wine. I'm kind of getting into white wines now. But ultimately, really,
I enjoyed white wine when I was, like, hot outside or something.
Yeah, it's nasty to me sometimes. I don't like Moscatos. I can't.
Ugh, no.
Yeah, they're just too sweet.
Yeah.
But if I do drink, that's what I'm going to drink. It's just wine. Mm-hmm. It shows. I'll do a Red Bull and cranberry. Just a Sprite with lime, pineapple juice, and a splash of Sprite. Just giving me like a little mocktails. They got a ginger beer. I'll drink that.
I love ginger beer.
Yeah, I wish we had the bars. Some other places have like sober bars. Yeah. So like, I wish that was.
I think we'll get it. Like, I mean, I've definitely noticed like a few places are starting to have like 0 proof alcohol now.
Yeah, I know Heineken has a beer, and then there's something that we used to serve at Longhorn. It was a non-alcoholic beer. But I hate like the liquor stores here. There's not a lot of options though to get like the spirits. Maybe I gotta find the right liquor store.
That has I didn't see like the spirits part.
I've done the CBD drinks. And then Recess, this brand, they have like magnesium drinks and they're very calming. And they have mocktails. So, you know, if you're out, they still give the effect. I follow this girl on TikTok. She shows me all the mocktails and stuff she drinks. Like, she goes out with her family and she'll do like my sober cooler. Okay. And so she'll like show different brands and stuff. So.
Well, we have reached our hour mark.
Oh no, I'm kidding.
So, like, is there something special you would like to let the people know to close out?
Yes, support Black performers.
Period.
And book more Black and brown people.
Yes.
And other bodies, all bodies in your shows. And thank you for having me.
Absolutely. I know you're taking a break, so when are you booking again?
I'm still booking for go-go dancing.
Okay.
And hosting. But burlesque-wise, you can start booking me. My books will open up in December for January shows.
Okay.
Yes. So, yeah, that's all.
All right, everyone. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you, Lola.
Always. I'll be back. I'm going to force my way into the show again.
Period.